What's going on, YouTube? Another day, and I have another photo that I want to show. I was out during that Takema shoot where I got some pictures of that really cool old schoolhouse. During that time, I actually went out and experimented with my 400 millimeter lens and doing landscapes. And let me tell you, I never do that. I never shoot 400 millimeters. I've kind of been inspired by another photographer, Kurt Johnson Photography. He's one of the best photographers that I know, and whenever I go out and shoot with him, he's always shooting with these big long lenses. He's doing this for landscapes, and so I wanted to challenge myself to at least get a couple shots and see what I could come up with. And I think that you'll see I have a cool shot, but I'm very raw using that lens. I still don't have the vision when I'm out shooting for landscape photography, trying to figure out what's the best use of that lens and what's the best way to utilize that telephoto, that extremely long telephoto for me, a viewpoint. So another part of this tutorial I think is going to be showing how I took that photo and blended it with another one to create drama, because by itself not that cool, but when I use Photoshop to blend it in with something that actually is pretty cool, the background's cool, it's actually something I enjoy, and I think I can share. All right, so this is the photo that I was talking about, shot from pretty far away, and this is totally not the style I'm used to. So me shooting this and is actually kind of getting outside my comfort zone. Now, I think when you first look at this, which like me, when I first looked at this, I was like, it's kind of cool. It's a different perspective than what I normally have, but it's just a tree. Even though it's a cool tree, it's really just a tree. There's not a lot there. Um, this is a spot that I visited often. It's actually this spot right here, and it's this tree right here in the middle. And as you can see, I've taken lots of photos like this from way far away, really wide, lots of detail throughout the scene. So I'm getting the depth of field. I'm getting clarity everywhere. Really dramatic skies, and then I shot it like this with the most boring sky you could possibly imagine. So what I want to try to do is take this photo and make something a little cooler, and then share it. Right, put it out there, and I love Instagram. I love the community of Instagram. I'm not doing it to make any kind of money or anything like that, or I just want to share things and have some of my photography be seen. It's kind of cool, right? So I'm gonna take this photo and I'm gonna get a better background. Okay, I'll put a storm in there. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is go in there, and I'm gonna go into the channels, and I'm going to do that thing, that channel selection. And these are all about the same. Yeah, that's a little bit more contrast. And pretty much take out the background and throw a new one in. So I am, my channel is not a tutorial channel, right? I don't want to get really deep into tutorials, but I do want to go in and do the background. So to kind of show my vision, right? This is the sky that I want to put in. This is a totally different shot, but I wanted to throw this into that one. So I'm going to do a bunch of edits, and when I come back, I'll share what we got going on. I'm going to fast forward through this part so you can kind of follow along. Down below, I will have a link to another tutorial site where you can kind of see, excuse me, where you can kind of see how I do this kind of stuff. It's just using the channels to make better selections. Okay, so I'm back. This is what I turned, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm back. And what I did is I went in and did a selection, took out the background, Made sure some of the edges looked pretty solid. When you zoom in, it looks pretty good. And I made that storm come through. It might be a little too blue, but I still think it's pretty cool. It adds a whole lot of drama when you start off with something like that, and I go to that. I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is definitely something that I'd like to share on Instagram and see what people thought. So hopefully you enjoyed this.